Hey guys, Tatiana Ward-Gotay here. I've been married for 2 months and I realized that every single video I put out, I forget to say my new last name. But I've been on YouTube for like 13 plus years and I've started every single video the same, so it's very hard to break that habit. Anyway, what are the chances that in this very small window that I have to make a video for you guys, there's a lawnmower that just started like 30 seconds before I pressed record? I hope you can get past that because I'm already set up and I don't have time to go elsewhere. My daughter is in pre-K right now, and I have 2.5 hours where I got to shower, put on makeup, and record. And this is what it's going to have to be. So sorry. Hopefully it ends soon. I had to come back and let you guys know what my first 2 weeks of being off Wegovy look like, and also tell you where I'm at with my gallbladder removal. If you're new to my channel, I encourage you to go to the very start of this video. There's always links in the video up here somewhere where you can go back and see how this journey started. I came to YouTube in the first place because my endocrinologist put me on a weight loss injection called Wegovy. I was on that for about 7 months. I lost 64 pounds. And then I rushed to the hospital with abdominal pains one day. Turns out my emergency room doctor did an ultrasound of my abdomen and found that I have gallstones. It was his recommendation that I get my gallbladder removed. I talked to my primary caregiver. I talked to the endocrinologist who prescribed me Wegovy, and ultimately they both sent me to a GI specialist. All agreed that I should get my gallbladder removed. My endocrinologist, who initially gave me Wegovy, said that although he doesn't think that Wegovy caused the gallstones, he suspects that Wegovy aided in the gallstones being disruptive, and he immediately took me off Wegovy. That happened on August 31st. It is now just basically almost a month later. We're at the end of September, and I've been off Wegovy for about 2 weeks. So this video is kind of twofold. I'm sure a lot of you are wondering what it feels like and how my progress is going after being off of Wegovy for 2 weeks. But also I wanted to hip you guys to where I'm at with the gallstone issue. Upon coming to YouTube with this information about my gallstone, I got so many comments and so many people telling me that weight loss is oftentimes related to gallstones. Okay, so something that I've learned is that like approximately 25 million Americans have gallstones, but only a small percentage of people have symptoms related to having gallstones. So a huge amount of the population has gallstones and they don't even know it. That's what I was. I was somebody walking around with gallstones for years that didn't know it. Rapid weight loss can be a reason that your body develops gallstones. This is not the first time that I lost weight quickly. So how long I've been walking around with gallstones before they became disruptive? A lot of people, they never become disruptive, therefore they never know that they even have gallstones. I would say that years of losing weight and then gaining it back and then losing it again is probably why I have gallstones, and also why my doctor was not quick to say, you know, that you got the gallstones because of Wegovy. So anyway, I've been off Wegovy for 2 weeks. That first week, I think it was still in my system and it was easy. For the past 2 weeks, my husband and daughter have been enjoying smoothies that I've been making. This has also been super filling for me in the morning. So I'm starting my day with this smoothie, and I think that that's helped curbing my appetite. Come week 2, things got harder. The Wegovy was definitely out of my system, and I found myself picking, like, at food more often. Like, that's how I always get big. It's not because I sit down and eat big meals. It's because I just pick throughout the day. Also, it was the week of my period, and the chocolate craving that I always had but didn't have for the 7 months that I was on Wegovy came back like full force. I'm telling my husband on his way home from work to go get me chocolate. And I'm like, here we go again. I might have gained like 3 pounds, but then my weight has always fluctuated. So I'm really not sure if I actually have gained weight. You know, for a time with Wegovy, I was consistently losing weight per week. But then I got to like a plateau where I would gain a little, I would lose a little, I would gain a little, I would lose a little, but always a progression of going down. Now, let me just kind of segue back into gallstones. So After going to the emergency room and the doctor telling me that I needed to get rid of my gallbladder, I went to the surgeon who would perform the surgery that would take out my gallbladder. She's like, yep, you can go ahead and get it gone. I have an appointment as soon as next week. So that was supposed to be this Monday. It is now Wednesday. It was supposed to be Monday. Y'all, it never felt right to me. It never felt right to me that everybody was saying to get rid of the gallbladder. And I've said this in previous videos. I hope you guys go back and watch previous videos for more of a detailed account of everything that I'm talking about here. There's always links in my videos to where you can go watch the playlist of my weight loss, the things that I ate, the journey throughout these 7 months. Please go back and watch. So in a previous video, I mentioned that my sister had a gallbladder issue. This is my biological sister, same mom, same dad. Also, what I didn't realize is that my father had a gallstone issue. I think that was like when I was a kid. After talking to my sister some more and really asking her questions, she told me the story of her gallstone episode. It was 2008. She's in her 30s, like early 30s. She had 4 episodes that sent her to the hospital with abdominal pain. Not until the 4th time did the doctors finally diagnose what was wrong. And I'm asking her, you know, on that 4th visit, was there an ultrasound? She says, yes, that's how they figured out it was gallstones. I said, was it their recommendation that you get the gallbladder out? She said, never. Nobody ever said I needed to get my gallbladder out. She said they talked to me about my diet. They told me it's fatty foods, cholesterol, a buildup of cholesterol, a high concentrated dose of cholesterol, and not enough bile in the gallbladder to process the cholesterol. That's what makes the stones. They told me what kind of foods to stay away from, but no talk of getting rid of my gallbladder. And she had just had a rapid weight loss. She said she barely put any effort into eating better, but she was eating more. And since 2008, she has never had another attack. My father, since I was a child, he had like a couple attacks, never had another attack. So in the comment section of my previous videos that I hope you guys go watch and read the comments, because so many people from around the world have been talking about this in my comment section. I felt uplifted by your comments because you guys were saying, you know, I had my gallbladder out and it has not affected me. A lot of people said, best decision I ever made. To never feel that pain again, I would do it 100 times. Get rid of the gallbladder. But then there were so many people who did talk about the long-term effects of the gallbladder being removed and how they could not, the body could not process the things that they used to eat in the same way. And there was a lot of people describing more consistent uncomfortability because of the things that they were eating. Not the same as having a gallstone symptom, that pain, but still uncomfortable in your daily life. Also, a lot of comments from people naming one doctor in particular that I should go watch on YouTube, they said. His name is Dr. Eric Berg, B-E-R-G. A lot of people said to go watch this man's videos. He's got tips. Oh my God, it's so loud. I just hope that my mic is picking up me and not that. So when I began watching him, he was saying that you could break up stones. But he makes it very clear that if your gallbladder is lined with a bunch of stones, like a ton of stones, it's unlikely that you'll be able to break those up. But if it's only 2 or 3, you could break those stones up. So then it gets me to thinking, how many stones do I have? And then I think back to the conversation with the GI specialist who was going to be performing my surgery. I asked her, this is now the 4th doctor I'm seeing. I asked her if I could see my ultrasound. She said, oh, I don't have it. She said, I looked at the report. It said that you have stones. I know that that means you need to get your gallbladder removed. So that gets me to thinking, if my surgeon has not seen the ultrasound, then the other previous doctors probably have not either. They've only been going off of the written report. So I call the hospital that I went into and I say, hey, can I get the images of my ultrasound? I would like to know how many gallstones do I have? They then send me the report. And I'm like, no, I want the picture. But I do read the report. And the report said I have multiple stones. Now, y'all know multiple could mean 2. It could mean 12. So the hospital that I went to, I happen to be out of town. Like, it's a distance away from me. So I'm waiting for them. Their procedure is that they have to mail me a disc of the images. They won't just email it to me. So I'm waiting for those images to get to me so I can see for myself how many is several, and then I will decide whether or not it makes sense for me to get the gallbladder out. If I could die with all the organs I was born with, I would like to do that. And I just could not stop thinking about my sister, who, like days before my surgery, said to me that she spoke with her doctor about my circumstance. And her doctor said, I can't imagine why anyone would tell her that the first course of action should be to remove the gallbladder. And that was really like all that I needed, was my big sister telling me, you know, you don't have to do it. And again, like 25 million Americans have gallstones, but only a percentage of those have disturbances. And it is true that once you have a disturbance, it's likely you're going to have more. However, I'm just trying to weigh out, like, do I really need to get it out? If it comes back and it says I have a billion stones, then yeah, I probably should just go ahead and get it out. But if it's only a few, I would like to know that. I'm shocked that a surgeon would not question that. But then again, surgeons get paid per operation. Medicine is not always ethical, and that's something to remember, I guess. I just find it all super sus. In the meantime, since that first attack, I haven't really had too many symptoms. There is like random bouts of nausea, but that's about it. No pain, nothing. And that's not to say that it couldn't happen again tonight or 3 minutes from now. You know, I understand that once it happens, it could keep happening, but I'm going to roll the dice here and just see. I would like to know how many stones I have. So like 2 nights ago, I felt myself, like I was thinking about all the things that I had eaten in the day. And I was like, I freaked out and I was like, oh my God, I do not want to, this is too much. I'm thinking about getting my gallbladder removed. I'm thinking about weaning off of Wegovy. I'm thinking about how I got to start working out, but still have not found the time to do that thing that I really do not want to do. And I still had Ozempic pens and I went and gave myself a shot. I'm not even gonna lie, y'all. Against my doctor's recommendation, I took a shot. I'm gonna let that ride out for 2 weeks and see how I feel. And this is why YouTube is a great source of information, but also like, I'm just a makeup artist who happened to be on Wegovy. Like, please always talk to your doctors. I'm not going to sit up here and lie to y'all. The struggle is real. I felt myself like wanting to eat more and more in these past few days. And I was just like, I'm not doing that. I can only imagine the comments on this video, what you guys are going to say. I'm sure you're going to be like, oh my God, you're being so stupid. But what would you do? Obviously, the biggest factor that's not happening is, you know, the initial weight loss that I had was the Wegovy, but also I was tracking my food. I was documenting my food. That is an awesome way to lose weight. When you're mindful of the food that you're putting into your body and you're taking accountability for the food that you're putting into your body. It's a lot of work though. Just like working out every day is way more work. So I should have done just tracking my food once I started feeling like, oh my God, I'm like reflecting and being like, oh my God, I ate that, the candy cravings and all the things. I think maybe I panicked a little and just didn't want to deal and was like, I'm just going to take, I have the pens like right in my refrigerator. I'm just going to take a shot because it's a lot going on. Anyway, no excuses. Y'all, it just keeps getting crazier. So let's see where I'm at in the following weeks. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for sharing your stories and your struggles with me. Comment below. Let me know if there's anything that you want to, like, I'm giving y'all all the tea. Like, this is just the reality of this whole process. So if there's something that I'm leaving out or not saying, let me know your questions. Life has been so busy. I didn't even respond to like one comment on the last video. I'm so sorry. Life has gotten super, super hectic. And I think that's also, you know, part of the problem. It's a high stress time. My daughter just started school and she started dance and my husband started a new job and my schedule just got turned upside down. It's a lot going on, but my time is up. I got to run over to the school now, pick up my baby. Again, thank you for watching. Comment below. Make sure you subscribe if you're new here. Can't wait to talk to you guys again soon and tell you whatever the heck else is going on. Love you guys. Bye.